What's good, fam? Drake is trapped. Kendrick Lamar dragged him through the mud lyrically, made stadiums scream his name in disrespect, got his own label, UMG, calling him emotional in court, and still, this man hasn't said a single word back. Nah, at this point, silence ain't confidence. It's survival. It's shock. Drake is sitting in the eye of a storm he started, and the world's just waiting to see if he finally stands up or just folds completely. We're gonna break down the 3 moves Drake could try next: dropping a diss, staying quiet and rebranding, or suing his way out of the smoke, and why every one of them is a setup for the next big L. Stick around, cause if you think Kendrick was done, wait till you see how this chessboard's already checkmated. Let's lock in on what's happening this week, cause things just got even worse for Drizzy. Kendrick's Grand National Tour, still running wild, packed stadiums, fire visuals, every crowd screaming "not like us," like it's gospel. And get this, he don't even gotta say Drake's name no more. He just lets the bass drop and the audience do the rest. They treating this man like Voldemort on stage. Meanwhile, Kendrick just led the BET nominations with 10 nods, including Album of the Year and multiple for Not Like Us. That ain't just fan love, that's industry respect. You know who didn't get nominated for anything tied to this beef? Exactly. Now over on Drake's side, all we got is dead air and legal drama. His lawsuit against Kendrick and UMG just got bodied. UMG filed to dismiss it, called it a temper tantrum, and said it was full of rhetorical nonsense and fan page evidence. You know how goofy you gotta look to have your own label roast you in court like that? So let's not act like Drake's sitting this out by choice. He tried to respond, he tried to sue, and both their moves backfired hard. Before we talk about what he might do next, let's rewind the tape on how this L stacked up like Jenga. Kendrick dropped one line on Like That, one line, and shook the whole game. Drake took the bait, and we all thought we were about to see Classic 6 God carnage. But what we got? Push-ups. A barely there diss track that sounded like it was mixed on a flip phone. Then came Family Matters. Longer, pettier, and way more personal. But it felt more like a diary entry than a kill shot. Drake sounded hurt, not dangerous. Kendrick, he didn't just clap back. He unleashed war. Euphoria had layers, name flips, family shots, and cold precision. Then came 616 in LA, calm, sinister, calculated, and just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Not Like Us dropped. That song didn't just end the beef. It became a celebration, a crowd chant, a cultural shift. And now, weeks later, that song's still alive in stadiums while Drake's bars been 6 feet under. So Drake tried a final move, he sued, claimed Kendrick defamed him during the Super Bowl halftime show. But Kendrick didn't even say his name. UMG clapped back in the most cold-blooded way, mocking his contradictory arguments and saying he was just mad he lost. Drake's response? Deleted songs, empty Instagram stories, radio silence, and that's where we at. Let's break it down. Drake got 3 paths ahead and every one of them leads to a cliff. This the one his fans still holding on to like it's a lifeline. Back to back 2 is coming. Drake got a bomb in the vault. He's waiting to strike. Nah, let's keep it a buck. If he had heat, we would have felt it by now. He already tried with push-ups and Family Matters, and Kendrick walked straight through it like it was light cardio. Now the bar is insane. Kendrick gave us 4 different responses, all with different flows, tones, and angles, and none of them missed. So what could Drake even say at this point that won't sound recycled or corny? He'd have to drop the perfect diss. I'm talking a track so airtight, so clever, so disrespectful it freezes time. And even then, Kendrick already won the crowd, the moment, the narrative. He already went platinum off disrespect. Wanna know the real problem? Drake don't sound hungry no more, not dangerous. He sound tired. And if he drops anything even slightly mid right now, that's the final L stamped on his forehead. Verdict, drop a diss, it better be a nuclear warhead, anything less, and he's just fueling Kendrick's next anthem. Maybe Drake pulls the celebrity move, disappears for a bit, pops out in Turks and Caicos, posts thirst traps, drops a pop feature, tries to get the internet talking about anything except Kendrick. But here's the thing, that move only works when the crowd don't know you lost. In 2018, when Pusha T ended him with The Story of Outta, Drake never responded. But he also never acted like he didn't lose. He just shifted gears and kept it moving. And even that L still lingers to this day. Now though, he already tried to fight. He came out swinging. He sued somebody. He dropped 2 tracks and they both flopped. So going silent now don't feel like confidence. It feel like defeat. Plus, Kendrick still got the tour going. Still got BET noms. Still got stadiums of people chanting a minor like it's the Pledge of Allegiance. Silence don't fix that. Verdict, disappearing only works when you never showed up to the fight. Drake already bled. Now he acting like he ain't hurt. Nah, bro, we saw it. So now let's talk about the wildest response Drake actually tried, the lawsuit. Bro really got on his grown man CEO time and sued Kendrick and his own label, Universal Music Group, claiming he was defamed during the Super Bowl performance. Yeah, a rap beef started on wax, ended up in court. Let that sink in, but it backfired immediately. UMG came through with a motion to dismiss that might as well have been a diss track. They called his claims astonishing, rhetorical hyperbole, and straight up said he's acting out over personal embarrassment. That ain't a legal argument. That's a roast session with a court seal. They even exposed that Drake used fan pages as evidence in his filing, like actual comments from social media, slang, emojis, misspelled words. This man walked into federal court with screenshots from at Champagne Poppy Forever and thought the judge was gonna say, yeah, this looks legit. Even crazier, Drake previously signed a petition saying rap lyrics shouldn't be used as criminal evidence. And now he's the one turning Kendrick's lyrics into a legal weapon. His own label put that in the filing and said, verbatim, Drake was right then and is wrong now. You know how bad it is when your own squad gotta check you publicly? Verdict, legal action in a rap battle is the biggest L you could take, and Drake took it proudly in paperwork. Now here's something nobody wanna talk about, but it's loud if you paying attention. Ain't nobody riding for Drake right now. Not on wax, not on stage, not online. The industry is quiet where the features, where the posts, where the rappers defending his name. Now flip it. Kendrick's getting love from fans, peers, award shows, 10 BET nominations, sold out tour. Caesar cut Drake's vocals mid-performance and not a single soul blinked. That silence from his peers is deafening. It ain't just a rap beef no more. It's a vibe check, and Drake's not passing it. Okay, let's play devil's advocate real quick. Let's say Drake does drop something. Maybe a surprise track. Maybe he goes for the vulnerable angle. Some Marvin's Room type reflective track about betrayal and the game turning on him. But even if it's fire, the shadow of this L is gonna be on everything. People gonna say, cool song, but Kendrick still washed you. Tour, fans gonna chant, not like us in the crowd. Interview, every question gonna be, so about Kendrick. Album rollout, Twitter gonna bring up UMG's legal roast. No matter what he drops next, it's tainted. And it ain't like this is a one-week meme. This ain't no viral trend. This is a legacy damage. Drake built his entire image on being untouchable, on always having the last laugh, the last word, the final hit. But now, he took the bait, he stepped into Kendrick's world and didn't just lose, he got exposed. What makes it even colder? Kendrick didn't do half of what Drake did in terms of strategy. He ain't flood IG, he didn't do press, he didn't post fake leaks or try to control the story. He dropped bars, shut up, and went on tour. And that silence, that's what hits the hardest. He let his pen speak, let the fans chant, let the music win. And Drake, he tried everything else and still couldn't survive it. At this point, Drake ain't playing chess. He's playing catch up in a game that already ended. Drop a diss, he looked desperate. Stay silent, he looked defeated. Keep suing, he looked weak. Drop a banger, too little, too late. He's out of cards, out of support, out of time. Kendrick flipped this beef into a masterclass on control. Every bar hit harder cause it was calculated. Every silence louder cause it was intentional. Every performance a reminder of who really run this. And Drake, he let a moment turn into a movement against himself. If you made it this far, drop a like if you think Drake boxed himself into the biggest L of his career. Comment below, what should he do next? Is there anything that could save him now? Or is this the beginning of the end for the Sixth God? And if you want to see how Kendrick flipped the entire beef with Not Like Us, turned his tour into a war zone, and clowned Drake without saying his name, check the next video. Cause right now, Drake ain't just losing a rap beef, he losing his grip on the culture.